Hey babe, so today's topic is journaling. I'm new here, I'm Georgia, and I use my own experience with mental health to help you to better yours. I post lots over Insta and lots over TikTok, especially TikTok at Be Kind Babe, so I'll pop them here somewhere. Make sure you follow me there as well and join the fam over there. Anyways, let's get to it. So, I know if you're on my other socials, you're like, really? This girl's still talking about journaling? Yeah, I am. I'm going to keep talking about journaling till everyone's doing it and everyone's feeling as good as I do from doing it. All right, is that all right? Yeah, is that all right? And if you are new here, just ignore sassy pants and stay tuned, get ready, get your notebook out, and let's do a bit of learning about journaling and why you're going to start doing it. First of all, I just want to clear it right. Journaling isn't like, dear diary, today he broke my heart. Okay, it's not that, yeah? You don't need to be doing diary entries, how it's like portrayed in Disney films and all shit like that. No, it's more practical. It's genuinely life-changing. I'll fill you in the end exactly what it's helped me doing. You don't want to miss that bit because I'm sure you'll be mind-boggled exactly how I am if you're already thinking negative Nigel about journaling. What is it? Literally, it's getting your notebook and pen and brain spilling. That's how I refer to it. That's my very well-worded definition. I call journaling brain spilling, okay? And I'm going to tell you the 3 techniques that I like to use. A beginner one when you're becoming a bit of a pro at it, and a bit of like a different method that you can use to make you feel just as good. It will literally, honestly, it will help you with dealing with your emotions, helping you to get over things that you've gone through, helping you to learn about yourself, really like understand your emotions and who you are. For just those things alone, that's going to get you through this life and through the shit that it throws at us, because it's always going to throw shit at us. It's going to get you through it. Insight, if you need a little bit more persuasion of giving this a go, I'm going to tell you exactly in a real quick fashion of what it's done for me. Ready? Saying these, I'm just going to list them. So I now have next to none, like literally 0 reoccurring bad dreams. I have more control over my emotions. I sleep so much better. I wake up in so much more neutral than feeling sad and having to bring myself out of because of these bad dreams. I'm less overwhelmed. It's majorly reduced my Debbie Doubter up here. If you don't know and you're new here, that's self-doubt. I label all of the emotions to separate them from us because we are so much more than them, okay? Clearly got a burst of energy today because my little weirdo self has come out today, but it's fine. The fact that I can sit here and show my weirdo self on the internet, okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm happy about that. So, the list just goes on. Creating boundaries. It's helped me to create boundaries, to learn to say no, to make sure I'm doing things that actually I want to do. And it's not necessarily people pleasing to everyone in the world, but to the people you love. I don't ever want to let anyone down. So sometimes I'll be like, yeah, just for the people I love, obviously not just everyone and anyone. Yeah, I'll do this, even if it's always putting me out, you know. Let me stick to we're gonna call it taking care of my body. In other words, my weight loss, I don't want to be weightless. My weight loss goal and my getting in the rhythm with the gym. Girls, journaling's helped me to go from about the gym to actually loving it and missing it. And when I say girls, that's just my habit because majority of my following is females, okay? I don't want to leave you guys out. I don't want to leave anyone else out. Okay, so sorry, just ignore that. It's helped me to understand myself more, to be kinder to myself. It has helped me hugely reduce the anxiety that I would feel on a daily basis, both physical and mental. Much more of a positive mindset. Actually shifted and helped to have a more positive mindset, have more positive thoughts about my life, and it's just helped. Have you got it? It's just helped. Now let's get to how you can do it. Okay, we're going to go from the beginner method, which I would call like structured questions, okay? So just off the top of my head, let me list some questions. You might want to write this down if you got your notebook and pen for me for me message for what I'm spilling to you now. Basic questions. I'm just going to list as many as I can think of off the top of my head. So you don't have to answer all these in one journal entry. She found the word. So you could put like, how was today? How did I feel today? Did anything piss me off today? Did anything trigger me today? Did anything make me feel a type of way? Did you have some good times today? What were the good things that happened today? something nice about myself, something that I'd like to do tomorrow, something that went really well today, something that I was feeling today. There are so many different question starters that you can use to guide your journal entry, okay? I don't actually really do that anymore. I'll tell you in the next section about how I do it, which I call brain spill, and another method too. But just for this one, use, I would say, maybe 3 or 4 of those questions. If you want some more questions, always send them out to my email list. So if you're not on that, the link's in the description to join it. It is free. It's just a load of positive Pete to your inbox. Or if you go on my TikTok, which is at @BeKindBabe, I create little posts that have got journal starters on, so you can have a look there too. My absolute fave way of journaling is just brain spilling. So if I'm pissed off in the day, I'll just get my journal out, scribbling along and writing everything down without realising. I'm acknowledging my emotion in that. I'm recognising how I feel. I'm doing something about it. And then within the journal episode, when I've finished writing down, I can automatically feel less angry, because for me, anger is a dominant emotion. It might not be for you, so you might not need to journal this way. It's personal, you know. And you might not get pissed off that much, so you don't need to journal about that much. Or it could be another emotion, you know. Why do I feel disheartened? Why do I feel sad? Why do I feel disappointed? Why do I feel I feel like they cover it. Even do positive ones, you know. When you're feeling happy or when you're having a really good day, journal about it. I don't just want this to be a book for you of like all of my sad times. It can be if that's the time that you need it most. But what I do as well to push forward and promote that positive mindset is when something good's happened, write that down as well. I've had such a good day today because I experienced this. It honestly made me feel blah, 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 blah. I hope I'm going to do more of this because this makes me feel good and blah, blah. This way, it's literally a book of learning about yourself, of becoming more self-aware. I think I sound real passionate about it. Do you want me to tell you why? I'm going to tell you why briefly. Because 4 or 5 years ago, when I walked into that doctor's room and they suggested things, right, that I should do to help my mental health, and they said, Jen, I was like, no, not for me. Didn't say that to him, obviously. I was like, yeah, I'm going to try everything. My head's going, no, you're not doing that. That's a load of crap. 5 years deep, I've now found journaling. And I'm like, yes, this is the best thing ever. I wish I was open-minded and tried it at the start, because I feel like this bit of journey with my mental health would have been a whole lot shorter, but we're not going to dwell on the past. The present is here. I journal now. Perfect. So that's brain spill. That's how I prefer and how I now journal. I just sit there and write everything down. You know, if you sit there and you're like, but what do I write? Everything that's up here. You know, if my brain gets overloaded, I'm like, write every single thing that I'm thinking about that's on my 1,000-page to-do list. Write it down. If you're new to journaling, I would always opt for option 1, which was more like the structured questioning, just so that you've got something to follow, and then eventually you'll start answering them questions in your brain spills without even realising. 3, which I still do in between my brain spills, is like an uplifting form of journaling. This is where I'll write quite a few lists. It will be a list for things that I'm grateful for. Sometimes it will be a list of things that I'm either grateful for on that day, or everything that I could be possibly think about that I could be grateful for. Because when you're practicing gratitude, you can't be anxious at the same time. That is scientifically proven. What I was telling you is the uplifting forms of journaling was nice. So we had the gratitude list. I write them often. Sometimes if I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed and I can feel the tightness in my chest, remember this from the last video that I done. If you don't know about this, go and watch because it's a really good tip. But yeah, gratitude journaling, and do it. Sometimes I even just do it in my phone notes when I'm becoming overwhelmed. That's what I was trying to tell you. The second part of this like uplifting series of journaling, which I'll just slot in between the brain spills, is I'll write a list of wins of today. This keeps you really present, and just list as many things. And when I tell you this is going to really help you to get in your positive mindset, you might not, it's not even a positive mindset, right? It's positive way of thinking. That then becomes a habit, and that gets you out of this constantly picking out the bad things. Oh, I've got such a bad life, that kind of mentality, you know, because you don't have a bad life. You may have had bad experiences and real shitty things that have happened to you and that you did not deserve at all. But you're not destined for a bad life, because you're the creator of your life. And you, ooh, I'm sounding really like preachy, and I love it. You're the creator of your life, and you can create the life exactly what you want, and that doesn't have to be a bad one, okay? You get to choose that. If you're struggling to find wins of the day and be like, oh, I've just sat about, I've done nothing, okay, but where have you sat? Have you sat on a sofa? Have you sat in your bed? Have you sat on something comfortable? Have you had comfy clothes on? Have you had comfy pyjamas on? Did you watch something good on telly? Depending on what stage you are with your mental health, because at one point in my stages that I went through, I was on my mum's settee or in my mum's bed, either sleeping through it or absolutely binging through Prison Break, and in between that having breaks where I'd sit and cry. So I've had the phases, girls. I've had the phases, guys. Everyone, see, I can't help it. I just say girls all the time, because if you've got me on TikTok, you know many wins of your day. Even if you sit there doing nothing, it's a bit intertwined with your gratitude list, yeah, but they're wins of your day. Oh, I got to sit on, I know this is sounding a bit like, really, this is how you are going to transform your mindset, pulling out the things that are literally around us. We've got so much to be grateful for, but when we go through a low period, or we're so overwhelmed, we've gone through some shit or bit of trauma, whatever it may be. Trauma don't have to be getting run over and your leg broken, by the way. Literally somebody that you care about going through something can have a traumatic experience on you, and that's what all trauma is. There's so many different levels of trauma, okay? So don't think you're out here playing victim if you've experienced trauma. That is not the case. That's something my brain once told me. We don't believe that anymore. We've changed that belief. How did you change that belief, George? Oh, I picked up my journal. Wins of the day and gratitude lists, okay? Those are your two lists to do your uplifting, to bring you back up. That's what's going to help you. That is what I'm bringing to you today. I am sending you so much love. I'm sending you so much strength. No matter what you're going through, it's temporary, and you're gonna get through it anyways. Okay, loves.